Hello, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Libra, all aspects and all the cross watcher from, can't remember where we're at now. Are we on the 1st to the 15th of March? I think we are, aren't we? 2021. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you feel like this does not resonate with you, then make sure that you check other aspects of your chart. Could well be that they resonate with you more. And obviously, if at all possible, get a personalised reading to make sure the information is accurate for you. If you feel like the information I'm giving you is not something that resonates, or some of it does, some of it doesn't, just take what does, leave the rest. And again, check other aspects of your chart. Could well be that they resonate more. Let's jump in. So let's see the theme. Libra's theme, please. 1st to the 15th March 2021. What is the theme for Libra? Oh, okay. With oof. So interestingly, we had the sun that jumped out. It really did want to come out here. Sunshine, happiness. Okay. Very, very keen to come out. But what happened? What happened was it flipped out with the Hanged Man. So there's a pause here. Okay. And then underneath the bottom of the deck, we've got the High Priestess. So a pause for an unknown reason. Spanner in the works, maybe. Maybe there's some truth that hasn't quite come out that needs to come out. Maybe there's a high level of learning here, and or it could even be an awakening that's happening here. Very strong spiritual awakening is also a possibility. So let's jump in. We also have a new deck today, which is the Amante Oracle, which is the Feather Heart deck. So it looks at the more Egyptian type of referencing here. So of course I'm going to pull a card from here and see what they have to tell us. This is the deck by Jennifer Sodini. Very beautiful deck. So let's take a look here. Spirit, what is the other insight you can give us here for this Libra reading, please? From the 1st up to and including the 15th of March 2021. What other insight can you tell us, please, that is going to be useful for those watching the Libra reading, please? Thank you. They're saying wait for it. So there's definitely some... Oh, we've got cards flying everywhere. Okay, so we've got I advance through my own abilities here. Okay. Again, could be awakening. Could be a spiritual awakening. So let's just try and read what the actual... So it could be that there's a block here because someone has to learn something. All right. Let's see. Let's read from the book as per the guide's reference or request. If I can find the right page. 41, thank you. Right. In duats, the soul prepares for the weighing of the heart on the scales of Mart. So in Egyptian mythology, or they reference in Egypt that you have to, when you pass over, measure your heart against a feather. If the heart is the same weight as the feather, it means you're light-hearted, you've practiced forgiveness, and you're able to go through. Okay, so it says, the first of the negative confessions within the papyrus of Ani is, I have not committed sin. Sin, contextually speaking, relates to the action of an immoral transgression against divine law, not a law that has been created, but a law that has been embodied by the Creator. Mart serves the capstone of the moral pyramid of the soul, her all-seeing eye with crystalline vision into the spirit of the temple of the human soul. Sin as an action is to be out of alignment with creation, to lack honour and honesty and deviate from divine will. But what is divine will? Hermetism speaks of the notion of all truths being half false and every falsehood being half true. This can be seen and understood when looking at the Devil card and the Lovers in the Rider-Waite system of tarot. At one first glance, one may view the Devil card as the representation of pure evil, darkness, and all things relating to fear. But upon closer examination, we find that while relating to the denser qualities of the life experiences, the true meaning of the card is what we allow to bind us to lesser worlds. The Devil with the inverted pentagram represents forcing will into existence by inverting natural law. The chains worn around the neck of the man and the woman standing underneath the Devil's throne are loose enough for either to take off at any time, yet out of fear they remain shackled. Their desires have inverted their natural instincts and the inherent wisdom of love as the fuel of the divine and the vehicle with which you may journey into any desire, as long as it is rooted in the true wisdom of the heart. The Lovers is the opposing card to the Devil, and while some may interpret this card as the notion of lovers in the sense of romantic relationship, metaphorically speaking, it relates to an alchemical force that radiates in your actions and desires. When love takes precedence over fear and wisdom, is the primary desire, manifestations fluidly materialize with ease as the light of the sun radiates vision into the path ahead. So this is about a victory of love over fear. This is conquering fear, essentially, is what they're saying, right? It says, when a desire is fear-based, it may cause sinful actions such as lies, deceit, cheating, and the use of darker forces, which ultimately stain the spirit, weigh down the heart, and lose the light of divine harmony in the void of ego's need for validation. However, if the desire is based on love, then we are in tune with nature's song, the will of Mart, the lightness of being, and the visionary state of virtue. The infinite expansiveness in imagination allows for heaven on earth as we find faith in our own abilities. Love being the will of the divine, creativity being the soul expressed in such a way that allows every spirit to soar towards freedom with a feather heart liberated from fear of judgment. So it's about getting a perfect balance here of basically love, fear. So you're not just in your lower subconscious and you're not, you know, selling out over fear, but you're not so blinded by love that you're not seeing any of the kind of negative aspects. So it's about a balance. And it's about a balance of, or a conquering of love over fear, essentially. So now let's choose the tarot we're going to use. Let's choose this one. They're saying yes. Do we want to go with this one? Okay. Right, Spirit, what can you tell us, please, for the Libra reading? Libra's reading, Spirit. Yeah, there's definitely a block here. We've got the Ten of Wands, so there's a heavy burden here that someone's trying to carry. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. So there's definitely some insight that's been, again, with the Sun. So there's definitely an insight that's weighing heavily on someone. So it could be a fear of what they know they've done. It could be a fear of knowing what they haven't done. It could be knowing they're in love with someone but they're not acting on it. So let's get more cards and figure out what this relates to, because we've also got the Six of Cups. So it's almost like they know what they want. Someone knows what they want, but they can't get to it. They can't get to it. There's a either perceived fear or a very real fear. And we've got the Two of Wands. We've got the Three of Swords. And we've got the Six of Swords. So they know to get to what they want, they have to hurt someone. And that's causing fear. Alright, so they don't know how to resolve it, essentially. And so again, it's a battle of kind of strength and will, really. Right, let's take a look. One sec. So essentially what they're saying here is there's a page of coins card that came up here where it's like they're having to go back to basics. What is it that they want to invest in? Who do you want to invest in? So basically it's about re-looking at old patterns and trying to free themselves from old patterns, okay? Particularly around the material world. So it could be that they get their comfort and security from whatever situation it is that they're in, which then they think actually helps them with fear, but actually what it's doing is it's creating more fear. All right, so it's a self-fulfilling prophecy almost, which is why they're not freeing themselves. They're in a loop. And then let's see. We've got the Knight of Cups. So it says you're ready to offer your heart again to make your desires and intentions known in a situation. Follow your gut to know when the time is right. So they want to offer something here. And they know they want to offer something. But they're still in an and don't get me wrong, this is not a big pattern of behaviour. But there is definitely a pattern here that they are still closing out. And they still haven't learnt. So it's up to us to figure out now what is that pattern of behaviour. But there's definitely a pattern here that is actually blocking a situation, and we'll look into that. In fact, let's look into that now, because it's making more sense if we look into that now, really, isn't it? No, they're asking me to get these cards to figure that one out. Right, let's see. Right, what is this pattern of behaviour that needs to be figured out, Spirit? That needs to be, that's going to allow them to become free. What is this pattern of behaviour? What is the pattern of behaviour that's blocking this, please, for the Libras? What is the pattern of behaviour? Wow, decisions. So first of all, they haven't totally got clear in their mind, which could again cause issues. We've got influence. So there's an influence here that's creating indecision, which is actually blocking. So someone is allowing someone to invest too heavily into their decision making. They're handing their power over too easily, which is actually creating an indecision, which is then blocking them from leaving. So someone is still... Now, let's see. It could be for several different reasons. How are they doing this? How are they doing this, please? How are they doing this, please? How are they doing this? So, again, it will be a lack of independence this person would show. It will be a codependent energy. And it will be done via guilt. They'll probably do it publicly to make the person feel guilty about stepping away. So again, there's a few different sort of scenarios going on here, but let's see what else we can figure out. How is this person doing it? How is this person creating this guilt? What else is this person doing? So what the people are saying, bit random. What the guides are saying is, maybe there could be talk about this and there could be gossip, is that someone has to allow this lesson, that you have to allow this a lesson to be learned, basically, and that's going to require a bit of patience, because they're still investing in needing to be, put it this way, if they were to be weighed, their heart would probably be lighter than the feather. The feather would probably be, because it's like they're going above and beyond from where I'm looking. So they need to learn that. So it could be that they're overextending. It's almost like they're sacrificing their needs, their wants for someone else, and that's their lesson that they could be needing to understand, which is why the hold up. What are the other lessons, please? What are the other lessons? Yeah, it could be doubt. It could be that someone's creating doubt in their mind, which is also then creating indecision, because again, it's allowing someone to reach where they want to reach, you know. Let's see what else we've got here. What else is being worked through here, please? What else? What other lessons are being worked through here? Well, that was dramatic. Okay, so there's a lack of clear perception. That's another thing. So someone's probably very, maybe ungrounded, with it being Libra, could well be. And a bit of a kind of despondence. Maybe they're kind of giving up, or they're finding that, you know, the more they try and fight this, the harder it gets, and then it makes them feel worse because they don't want to fight it. Could be a peaceful, loving human being that just wants to be, again, at peace. And so the more they stand up for themselves, the harder it gets, possibly, which is why, you know, they feel even worse, you know. So it could be creating a bit of again, that kind of self-fulfilling prophecy. And so, again, it could, I mean, look, but then we're seeing patience. So this could just be a matter of timing. Let's see what else we can figure out here. What else can you tell us, please, for the Libra reading? Yeah, there's definitely a, I think this is, one sec. Now, interestingly, we've got the King of Cups in the reverse. And then we've got the King of Wands in the reverse. So there could be a blockage emotionally. And or a blockage around action. So it could be that this person's emotionally not processing anything, or emotionally not taking any action, And so hence the Hanged Man scenario. We've also got the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Swords. So this is also referring to, I feel like they're close to learning this, if I'm honest with you, because the Nine of Swords is very much about that kind of fear. So someone's definitely trying to tackle the more emotional nature of this person and hoping to get somewhere with it. So again, it could be stunting the emotions to block the action of them leaving. Maybe this person knows they're going to leave. Yeah, we've got the Moon and the Six of Cups. So I think what it is, it's done to, I feel like it's done to make someone second guess the connection, or done to second guess themselves in order for this connection to, so let's say for example there's someone in a karmic situation that is wanting to move on with someone else. All of this is designed to second guess, allow the masculine to now second guess everything, and it's done through their own fear. Everything is being done through their own fear. Even their security is being carried out in a way that will help the masculine. I mean, actually, what it's designed to do is help them clear the fear, because obviously you can only create fear if the fear is there, right? So if this masculine can tackle the fear, then it won't be an issue, which is probably why it's happening, because obviously it needs to be learned. Let's see what else we can figure out though. What else is going on here, please, for Libra's reading from the 1st to the 15th? What else is happening? Yeah, this is going to be tough. This is a clear out of the heart. This is a total heart awakening. We've got the empty room and the tear. So it's like a total... It's like they're being broken down to be emotionally to be built back up again. So this is, it's kind of designed to make, to basically close out all fears that are related to the emotions, so that this person can actually finally go, right, I'm done. That's how I'm reading it. Because again, it's like they have to acknowledge that there's a dead end with this if they haven't already. You know? Okay, what else is happening here? Libra's reading. Yeah, it's for someone to acknowledge that this is not a divine connection, and it's for them to understand what will make them happy. So this is designed to, because again, if you're releasing fear and you're releasing blocks, then there will be an expansion of awareness. Because again, the Libra scales, it's it's a kind of part of the same side of it's a two different sides of the coins, isn't it? Love and fear. What do you love? What do you fear? How do you resolve the fear? You know, your love or your awareness of love will change as well, right? So there's a whole shift when it comes to that. Let's see what else we can figure out here. Right, let's see for the outcome. Right. What is the outcome, please? Okie doke. What is the outcome, please, Spirit, for Libra's reading? 1st to the 15th of March 2021. What's the outcome, please? What is the outcome? I feel like they're gearing up. This is So we've got what looks like the Knight of... One sec, let me just look into this. Right, so they're actually looking to create something from this that will help them to move on and build their security. So let's try and figure out what it is they're looking to create. But whatever it is, the outcome is that they're looking to create something from the situation to then move on. What is this thing? They're negotiating. So maybe it's money. Maybe they have money invested, and their, you know, their fear was that they wouldn't have money. They were probably very rigid, and they're probably wanting to negotiate. And there's also secrets in the reverse. So it could be that they feel like they have to unburden themselves and admit certain things. Maybe they have to have an honest conversation. So the building might be, you know, and a lot of different things, but there seems to be a negotiation here, how to move forward. Because again, whatever it does or whatever it will give is going to help this person move on. Is there anything else you can tell me about the outcome here? What else can you tell me? So again, it's an investment. It's an investment into them, because it looks like this is now the... Yeah. So someone's looking to pour their heart out to see what shape it takes. So it's a nurturer formation. So there's someone's trying to focus the energy on a particular goal. That will, I feel like if there's another person involved, they're looking to be honest about that so they can move forward in peace. So it's like they're not going to move forward with this until they've told the truth. Maybe they've been lying to someone. Maybe they haven't been telling the honest truth, and so now they have to come clean. You know, maybe to themselves. Maybe there's a truth to themselves. What else can you tell me about Libra's reading, please? What else can you tell me about Libra's reading? We've got Earth, learning how to be human in a world but not of it. So again, it could be this grounding. So they're having to recalibrate how they're viewing things maybe. Let's see what else we can figure out here. I want to go with these cards here. Oh. Okay, what is the outcome? So we've got the 6th chakra, so that's the 3rd eye. So it's about trusting the instincts, you know, and not just kind of hoping that something will change, but actually doing something, following instincts maybe. Maybe someone has been ignoring or dismissing their instincts. Maybe they hoped it would just resolve itself, and they're going to have to take more effort or responsibility, possibly. Right, this is the deck I've been trying to get hold of. Right, let's see. What can you tell us, please, about Libra's reading that we haven't mentioned here? Okay, collaborative dreaming and bring it into form. So again, you need to focus in your higher, you know, awareness, manifestation ability, because again, if they're losing out over to fear and they're thinking, well, let me just form something that's going to be the most tangible result. You know, we said before that, you know, it was about them trying to move on once they know they've created something. Again, it's about creating something positive. So either negative or positive, one's going to win out. So again, if you're around this person, the emphasis would be to focus on the more positive aspects, because otherwise they'll manifest the more negative. That's the advisory. Okay, and what else can you tell us, please? Final card. So again, we've got pay attention to the red flags and codependency. So again, this person could be reliant on the fear to generate, again, this codependent action. And so to remove the fear means there's no need for this anymore, which could be another reason. So again, the offset would be the more high vibrational energy, which if you provide will be easier for this person to step out. Because if they don't think if they think there's a fear, then they'll stay. But if they know it's safe, they won't. But that's up to their mindset. And at the moment, they're not quite seeing it yet. Anyway, guys, hopefully that's been of some help. This was your reading for Libra, 1st to the 15th of March 2021. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions. Until next time, take care. Bye.